Hi everyone, I'm Glenn Flaherty. This is Board Games and Bourbon, and I'm on the road at the moment, going home. But I wanted to talk to you about Castles of Burgundy, the dice game, which I really consider to be the quintessential roll and write game and should be the cornerstone of anyone's collection. And here's a few reasons why. Now, in brief, if you don't have it or haven't played it yet, Castles of Burgundy started out as a board game, and it is really a wonderful game, but it comes in a big box. The form factor perhaps is not all that convenient, and it is really an eyesore. It's an ugly game. Then they came out with a card version, which shrunk the box down to a very portable size, has a fantastic AI involved in it, so you can play against other people, and it's really a great solo experience. But it is a table hog and it's quite messy with all the cards. Lastly, they came out with the dice version, and the dice version is about 80% of the initial game experience. However, it is incredibly tidy. It's just a pad of paper and some die. And this, to me, is what makes it the gem of the trio. Now, how does the game work itself? Well, essentially, you are in a race against the clock to score as many points as you can. There are 3 rounds, and what you do is you roll dice. One die tells you how much time has passed. After so much time, a round is over. And with each sequential round, the ability for you to score points diminishes. The other dice have numbers and colors on them. And you roll them, and then you pick one combination to fill out on a piece of paper. And a piece of paper is a map with different colored areas. When you completely fill these areas, have different and varying criteria. For example, one might say, what is it, green or yellow, whatever color they call it, because it's like lime. It says everything here has to be the same color, so you can only put 5s. Oranges have to be all different colors to fill this out, but you can only trigger it if you have an orange die as well, and so forth and so on. Okay, certain other numbers have, or colors have number ranges that can be applied. Now, when you're doing this, you fill out entire completed colored section. 1 hex, 2 hex, 3 hex, 4 hex. And when you do that, you score a lot of points. But not only are you going to get points, you're going to get bonuses that let you manipulate the die in the future. Okay, so there's a wonderful decision tree in this game that I really, really enjoy. And this is what sets it apart from a lot of other roll and writes. Now, first of all, it properly is a roll and write because it doesn't have 100 components. When I want a roll and write, what I want is something that is the antithesis of the $100 behemoth Kickstarter game with exclusives and 1,000 minis that take up an entire shelf. Okay, what I want is a game that is portable, convenient, low priced, and this is. So that right there is a wonderful quality to it. Now, how does the solo multiplayer work in it? Well, for the solo experience, you're simply trying to beat your own score. And the multiplayer, which is really just simultaneous solitaire, you're all playing your own boards, but you're using the same pool of die, and you're trying to have the highest score. Now, the multiplayer is not as good as the solo. That is fine. It's 80% of what the experience would be. That is fine. But one more element that sets it apart from all the other roll and writes are, and I shouldn't say all, but a lot. There's a lot of roll and writes that are simply spreadsheets. I could have done this, you know, in Excel or something like that. There's a spatial quality to this game, and you are sprouting out. You know, when you fill in one hex in the game, the hexes that now become available to you are only those that are touching your initial hex. That is a great thing. I love that it's using the spatial quality. Cosmic Run by Dr. Finn Game also uses space, and I love that. There's actually one that is by Chris James involving submarines, where you're shooting other submarines, and again, it's using a spatial configuration. I really like how the world of roll and writes is opening up. Now, that's not to take anything away from Clever or Knock 'em All or whatever is coming out, Quicks, which is basically Yahtzee, or just write a bunch of numbers in a row, but it's combining those factors. So just to sum it up, all of these reasons, the decision tree, the form factor, the price point, the ease of play, the great solo, it also serves as a really wonderful introduction, and perhaps the most accessible introduction to Euro games for people who haven't had it before. These are all the reasons why Castles of Burgundy, the dice game, is a fantastic buy, and I really recommend it, okay? All right, everyone, thank you so much. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.